story starts out wrong and just keeps getting wronger.
Are you sure you're not using projectionism and projecting your fault onto the Bible? Because you keep getting wronger and wronger and wronger, and I keep taking your ass to school. And you still haven't debunked my evidence. And you're too chicken shit to do it. I challenge you, Aron Ra. I challenge you. Debunk my evidence.
Christians like to tell me how Jesus was prophesied by Isaiah in the story that says, "A virgin shall conceive a child, and shall bear a son, and will call his name Emmanuel." It doesn't matter that no one ever referred to Jesus as Emmanuel, because Christians think that name sort of means the kind of guy they think Jesus was.
It does. Jesus is God with us. And I'll explain as you go get further into your brain, like Balaam's talking donkey did.
And it doesn't matter that the word for virgin actually meant unmarried maiden and not necessarily virgin.
Unmarried maiden. Ah, now the truth comes out. You see, this prophecy, it used to really bother me when people would say, the Living Bible translates it, "Behold, a young woman shall conceive." And the word used, I think, was Alma. Yeah, for young woman. And I would get so angry at God, I would curse him. Because why didn't God use the word for virgin, which is Betula? Instead, why did he use the word for Alma, for young woman? Aron Ra was holding back the truth. Now he gives to the rest of the story. Alma is unmarried maiden. And it was if you were unmarried, you were supposed to be a virgin. So my faith in it's still not as good as it used to be when I believed it said virgin. But thank you, Aron Ra, for giving me my faith back. Thank you. Even though you are a talking jackass.
What should matter is that there's no way this passage could refer to Jesus.
A lot of the prophecies are spiritualized, and they knew that back in the day of the Jews. They knew that prophecies were hidden in spiritual meanings. Why don't you, jackass? Because you don't want to believe in God. You talking donkey.
The story is that in around 730 BC, the king of Judah was concerned that he would be overrun by Syrian and Israeli forces. You notice that the headlines never change in this part of the world? You have three different religions of peace, all following the same God of loving forgiveness, and yet they've been at war continuously with each other, each since their inception.
True.
Anyway, Isaiah eases the king's mind with a prophecy. God said, don't worry about it, it's not going to happen. Isaiah said that this maiden would bear a son, and there was nothing special or magical about this kid, but that once the child was old enough to choose honey over curds, that by that time the enemy kingdoms would fail, and the king of Judah would know that he was safe by the time this kid reached the age of reason. Now Isaiah could have said, just give it a couple years, you'll see. But being a prophet means that he has to drag everything out into weird parables. So he wasn't talking about Jesus. He was talking about an unremarkable kid who would have lived and died several centuries before Jesus. And that means that the New Testament is wrong too. Because the book of Matthew 1:23 says that an angel visited Joseph in a dream and simply recited the line from Isaiah 7:14, as if that counts as a fulfilled prophecy. So whoever wrote Matthew didn't read or understand Isaiah. But that's not the worst of it.
Bullshit.
Because Bible prophecies never fail on the small scale. They fail every way they can. When the maiden in question turned out not to be pregnant, Isaiah got her pregnant himself. Because, somebody had to do it. Then he forgot to name the kid Emmanuel. It seems that God came in and said, Isaiah, name the kid Maharshal.
Meher Shalahashbaz. But that presents an interesting thing about prophecy. And shall call his name Emmanuel. If Jesus is not God, then this prophecy is a false prophecy. And Judaism is of the devil, not of God. But this prophecy was completely fulfilled when the child should have been named Emmanuel. Well, one of the names for Jesus is God, the mighty God. So, Emmanuel, Jesus is God with us. So this prophecy was completely fulfilled in Jesus Christ. Isaiah was given a prophecy that was supposed to be relevant for the events at his time that are happening in his time, but have future relevance and future events. Come on, you talking jackass, become a man. Man up and become a man. Debunk my evidence. By Pastor J. Harold Smith. People who refuse to get saved and God killed them mysterious ways. People who blaspheme the Holy Ghost and God killed them. Look, Aron Ra, if I can preach the gospel to you for 15 minutes and you can curse the Holy Ghost and blaspheme the Holy Ghost knowing full well what you're doing, and if you don't die within 3 days, I'll give up Christianity. Are you game for the challenge, Aron Ra? Or are you too chicken shit to do it? Because you did. Do you truly believe there is no God? Or is there some part of you deep down that suspects, hey, there may be a God, and I'm in deep shit. I challenge you, Aron Ra.